Sure. We grew up in Corvallis, Montana, which is 30 minutes south of Missoula, Montana, which is one of the bigger cities where the University of Montana is. And I didn't get started in track and field until my sophomore year of high school.
I did track and field in middle school, but I didn't specifically care about javelin at all until Austin started doing well in it. And I was always pretty much the best at all the sports that we did. So when he got good at javelin, I figured that I could probably beat him at that too, which I didn't end up doing. But.
Yeah, first off, that's not true. But I got into throwing because I wasn't that fast. So, you just automatically get drawn to throwing. And yeah, like you said, I started throwing, and then he kind of just followed along.
Well, it's kind of a unique story. Austin did a year at a junior college, tore his elbow, and kind of gave up on throwing for a little bit. And I did a year in Arizona at a junior college. I knew I wanted to go to a 4-year, and I was in the process of looking. I asked Austin for some help. He kind of just randomly got Joe Fry, our coaches now. He's our coach now. He got his number randomly and sent it to me. I called Joe, and I don't know. I was most impressed with, out of all the schools that I was talking to at the time, Joe was the easiest to get a hold of, and he was, I don't know, there when you had a question. And then Austin decided that he wanted to throw again. So I asked Joe if we could both be on the team, and he said yeah. And we didn't actually visit Belmont, we just did the virtual tour, flyover tour, and it looked really nice. Our probably best event, javelin, we compete against each other in. I mean, we've been throwing javelin with and against each other for 7 years now, on and off, so it was pretty normal. I never thought we'd be doing it in college, but I guess it's nice. Pushes you.
Yeah, it helps. We're the only javelin throwers at Belmont, so obviously we know each other, what we throw like. We know each other really well, so we can really help each other out at meets, because Joe's really busy, has a bunch of different athletes, so he can't always be right there when we're throwing, so we can critique each other. And
about Belmont was that I liked competing for them, which I know wouldn't happen if we had gone to different programs. Other than Belmont was the coaches like Joe and Cameron were willing to throw us into other stuff. I do the multis now, and he does the weight throw shot. And even though those weren't our premier events necessarily, they ended up going pretty well, I thought, for indoor. And outdoor is definitely more for us, but it was nice being able to do indoor, which we wouldn't have done at all at other schools.
Yeah, indoor season, we were both doing a bunch of new events, so just kind of dealing with that initial learning curve. So, some frustrations, I guess, but I think we're both pretty confident going into outdoor season that we're going to have some big PRs, some good meets coming up.